Hey folks, Steven here with Noble Arms, Firearms Education and Training. Here to bring you a comparison video today. Metal is making a comeback. So what am I talking about? Here I have two identical pistols with the exception of one very significant feature. Here we have the Smith & Wesson M&P series. These are the full-size duty series of pistols. Awesome weapons. I believe S&W is in the middle of transferring to this weapon system. I want to say they had Glocks before. I could be wrong, but I know they're making the switch to this one. So the M&P 9mm series of weapon systems. Awesome guns. Very reliable. Love the aggressive texturing. This one in particular comes with suppressor height sights as opposed to standard sights. I'll show you the comparison here in a minute. It is red dot or optics ready. Its slide lock is ambidextrous. It's on both sides. I believe the magazine release can be switched from the left hand to the right hand side for all my correct-handed people out there, my fellow lefties. All right, but if you're an exceptional lefty like me, then you just train and shoot a pistol with your right, so there's no need to worry about all that. Anyways, awesome weapon system. How could it be made any better? Well, aside from a badass color, it could be made in all metal. That's right, folks. The frame here is metal as opposed to the polymer frame original. Now, what's the big deal with metal? Well, for one, pretty much all guns were made of metal, both slide and frame. This was once the standard. And then Glock came around, and then eventually everybody else started making polymers. So what's great about having a metal one versus the polymer one? Well, the additional weight. The additional weight is going to help reduce the feel of the recoil. It's going to help more than a polymer. Now, how much it helps the individual shooter can vary. All right, if you've got hundreds, about thousands of rounds to the polymer, the difference between that and the metal is probably going to be very small. But let's say you're hunting for a new weapon, you want to go check some weapons out to test them out before you buy them. Stop by Nardis Gun Club where you get to rent a whole bunch of weapons before you buy them, kind of the CarMax of the gun world. If you put just a few 50 to maybe 100 rounds through this, and then put it through this, that's when you're really going to feel and appreciate the difference. Me personally, just holding it right now, I'm already appreciating the difference. And I've shot plenty of rounds through this thing. So already, I'm digging the difference, as well as the color. I'm really digging this kind of gunship, gunmetal, gray color. It's really nice. Other than that, folks, dimensions, use, controls, all the exact same, is to include the texturing. I believe these back straps are removable. They pop out somehow, some way. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with this little guy down here. It's got a little wiggle room, looks like it rotates. So, interchangeable back straps, it's pretty nice. Beef it up, slim it down, whatever you want to do. But again, very nice and aggressive texturing. I will say though, as awesome as this aggressive texturing is, such aggressiveness may not be appropriate for your everyday carry, especially if you're like an inside the waistband type of carrier. For obvious reasons, I'm not. But if you are, this could end up rubbing you against the side or wherever it is that you place it. And that could get very uncomfortable very quick. So aggressive texturing, while in my opinion is great, it is better, it does have that downside to it. If you're a inside the waistband kind of carrier, it could end up rubbing you on your side and rubbing you raw and, well, possibly even tearing up your clothing. I've had that happen before too. So, you know, that's just a downfall. But enough with all that. Let's get out there to the range, put some rounds through, see if we can compare any notable difference. All right, folks, so we're here at the range. Let's put some rounds down. Let's start with the Polymer. Let's start with the Polymer framed one. This does have the suppressor height sights. Oh, I said I'd show y'all that and I never did. So these are pretty much standard height sights. The Polymer one here has suppressor heights. See how they're raised up a little bit? This is great for when you actually run a suppressor so that you can still see it instead of this just circle thing in the front blocking your sights. So that's why there's suppressor height sights. I appreciate these. I actually just like these just to have them. I don't run suppressed, but I like to have them just because. My H&K has them as well. So I really enjoy these. But anyways, let's do this. Looks like two of them got away from me. Yep. Got a little arrogant. A little cocky. It happens. So, yep, I threw two of them. Let's take a look at that real quick. You can see I threw two of them off to the side, but I got these three nice and in there. So now I'm going to switch off. I'm going to switch off now to the metal framed one. Shoot at the target that's just above that last one. See if we can't get any difference in there. Let's go to 25 feet. Alright. See if I can't do any better with the metal. What do you think? Did I do better? Same? Place your bets. All right, who thinks I did better? Who thinks I did worse? 3, 2, 1, go! All right, here it is. That's the metal one. It does feel a lot better. Having that extra weight, it does mean a lot. I do like having that extra weight to soak up my recoil, get me steady for my next shot a little bit faster. It really does help out. It makes a difference. Smith & Wesson isn't the only ones that are going metal. For those of you who are fans of Canik, the Canik Rival now has the Canik Rival S. The S one is the metal framed one. And I've actually fired one of those, and doing a comparison with that, it's also pretty significantly better. Like, really wasn't a fan of the Rival at first, but when I shot that metal one, I was like, all right, I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I like it. And the one I got to shoot was like the they call it chrome. It's not really chrome, but it's pretty nice. It's shiny. It's one of those range guns that you bring around and just be like, ooh, look what I got. Look what I got, and look what you don't. Haha. All right, so let's see if I can replicate this. Did I replicate it? Was the first one just a good first try? The answer is no. Exact same thing. Metal, polymer. Now I have no doubt putting enough rounds through both weapons, it could probably be just as tight. But the fact that with the metal one, I was able to pick it up and get that much tighter, that much faster, is what makes the metal one, in my opinion, the better one. Now, if you're in law enforcement or you're somebody, security or whatnot, and you carry, a full-size duty weapon like this every single day, sure, the extra weight, you'll start to feel it as you go on about your shift, with it hanging on your side and whatnot. You might have to find yourself readjusting a few times more than what you normally do. But really, that's like the biggest downfall that you'll have to having the metal frame. The triggers on these are awesome as well. Like, they did a really good job. I believe this is the Generation 2 triggers that they put in these, and they're pretty freaking awesome. I like them. The triggers helped out a lot as well with my accuracy. So real clean break. Here's my take up. It's quite a bit, but it's real loose. There is a bit of take up, but it's loose. Here's the wall. Fairly clean break. Go for the reset. Pretty decent reset too. I like it. That's really nice. Well, folks, that's what I got for y'all in the comparison. Metal is coming back. Folks, if y'all have any questions, leave it down in the comments. Be happy to get back to you. And as always, God bless, stay safe, and keep training.